And wild card weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wild card game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. 19
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Number 25.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to complete this to Chenault. They'll give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
He's across midfield.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, they feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Kenny Moore.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. A pitch back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided. Go for it, but in the end, great execution works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Down to the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Eason's pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action with Eason. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Jaguars 6, Colts 0.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That's out to the left and complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
for the point after.
No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 33. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the rookie is Jonathan Taylor. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Indianapolis.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
The Jaguars' 4-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. From the gun is Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to launch the. He's got a man complete. 30, 10.
That's what I want to
Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half.
Jacksonville.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
For Jacksonville.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Eason. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.